You've backtested your strategy. You've watched every ICT video. You've paid for the course. And you're still losing money. Here's the part nobody selling you a strategy wants to say out loud. Your strategy is probably fine. A 2023 study of 25,000 retail traders found that 65% of them won more trades than they lost. Their win rate was above 50%. They were picking direction correctly more often than not. And yet, 82% of those same traders still lost money overall. How? Their average winner gained 1.2%. Their average loser cost them 2.8%. They were right more than half the time, and the math still ground them into dust. This isn't a strategy problem. This isn't an indicator problem. This is a structural problem, and it's been happening for 27 years straight. Let me show you what the data actually says. Let's start with the only people who have no reason to lie to you: regulators. The European Securities and Markets Authority, ESMA, analyzed legally mandated broker disclosures across the EU. Their finding: between 74% and 89% of retail traders lose money on CFDs and Forex. The U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, reports the same range. 70% to 80% of retail Forex traders are unprofitable. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. India's market regulator, SEBI, published a report in September 2024 covering 3 full years of actual trading data, FY 2022 to FY 2024. They didn't survey traders. They didn't ask opinions. They looked at the actual profit and loss statements. 93% of retail futures and options traders lost money. Not 50%, not 60%, 93%. And the most brutal study: a peer-reviewed academic paper by Chaig, Delosso, and Giovanetti. They studied committed futures day traders in Brazil, people who traded for at least 300 consecutive days. Not tourists, not dabblers, people who actually put in the work. 97% of them lost money. Only 0.4% earned more than a bank teller's wage. So when someone tells you that you just need a better strategy, ask them why the failure rate hasn't changed in 3 decades, despite better platforms, better data, and more educational content than ever before. Here's what nobody explains. Your brain is literally built to make you lose money in markets. When you see a profit, your amygdala fires. It says, lock it in. What if it disappears? So you close early. You take that 1.2% gain. Feels good. Dopamine hits. When you see a loss, a different circuit activates. The anterior cingulate cortex registers pain, but not just any pain. Financial loss pain is processed in the exact same brain region as physical threat. Your brain treats a losing trade like a predator in the bushes. So what do? You freeze, you hold. You tell yourself it'll come back. You move your stop loss just a little further. And that 2.8% loss becomes 8%, then 15%. Then your account is gone. This isn't weakness. This is neurobiology. MIT Sloan research, covering 32,791 earnings announcements over more than a decade, found retail investors making what they called a trio of wealth-depleting mistakes. None of them were about not knowing enough chart patterns. The market isn't designed to reward your intelligence. It's designed to exploit your biology. But it's not just your brain. It's the table you're sitting at. When you place a trade, there is someone or something on the other side of it. SEBI report showed that on the other side of those 93% of losing retail traders, proprietary trading firms made 33,000 crore rupees in 1 year. Foreign portfolio investors made 28,000 crore rupees. And here's the kicker. 97% of those institutional profits came from algorithmic trading. You're manually drawing trend lines. They're running machine learning models on server farms that execute in microseconds. You're reading Twitter. They're reading order flow. You're trading on hope. They're trading on edge. A Robinhood study found that stocks attracting the most retail buying tend to underperform by 4.7% over the following 20 days. You aren't just competing. You're the product. Now, let me guess. Someone in your feed is making money. You see the screenshots, the P and L, the lifestyle. Here's the thing about survivorship bias. The influencer posting his gains isn't necessarily lying. He might have genuinely had a great month. But what he's not showing you is the dozen people who ran the exact same strategy and blew up their accounts. They stopped posting. They stopped trading. They stopped existing in your feed. Your brain takes the visible winners as evidence that winning is probable. But the data says the opposite. A longitudinal study covering 28 years of trading data, 8 million trader profiles, and 295 million trades found that the retail failure rate of 74 to 89% has not changed across the dot-com crash, the 2008 crisis, the COVID boom, and every crypto cycle. Better tools, better education, better platforms, zero improvement. Because this was never an information problem. It's a behavioral problem. So if strategy isn't the answer, what is? Let me give you the metric that actually separates the 1% from the 99%. It's not win rate. Remember, 65% of losing traders won more than half their trades. It's not risk-reward ratio on paper. Everyone claims they target 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. It's asymmetric behavior correction. The 1% of traders who survive don't have better strategies. They have better loss protocols. They predefine their stop loss before the trade, not after it starts moving against them. They have a daily loss limit that triggers a mandatory shutdown, not a, maybe I'll take one more setup. They journal not just their trades, but their emotional state during execution. A 2023 study found that traders who implemented structured journaling and pre-trade checklists improved their risk-adjusted returns by over 300% within 6 months. Not because their strategy changed, because their execution discipline changed. The market doesn't reward your potential. It rewards your protocols. Look, I'm not here to tell you to stop trading. I'm here to tell you to stop lying to yourself about why you're losing. If you've been jumping from strategy to strategy, convinced the next indicator or the next course is the answer, the data says you're looking in the wrong place. The edge isn't in the chart. It's in the gap between your plan and your behavior. In the next video, I'm going to break down the exact pre-trade protocol that institutional prop firms used to filter out emotional execution. The checklist, the daily loss limit formula, the journaling framework. But the first step, you need to know if you're actually tracking the right data. I built a free one-page trading audit sheet. It takes 60 seconds and shows you exactly which behavioral leak is draining your account. Grab it in the pinned comment. And if this video made you uncomfortable, good. Comfort is expensive in this business. I'll see you in the next one.